Hello guys, welcome to the stream. Let everyone join the stream so I could analyze the Bitcoin and we'll move towards some miners. Okay, so before analyzing the markets, let me teach you a source that whenever you are in a time frame, let's suppose we are in a 4 hour time frame, and you can see the structure of lower time frame like 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour, or 2 hour time frame. How? In this stream I will just teach you. So let's suppose I'm making a candle which is a bullish candle, because bullish candle is represented by a green like this. Let me move it like this and let me mark the wicks because it will be realistic. Now same thing, let me draw a bearish candle. And remember that if you guys need any coin analysis, so let me know, because I will analyze for you guys. Okay, so how you can see the structure by being on higher time frame. Let's suppose I am in a 4 hour time frame. You can watch the structure of 15-minute, 30-minute in the same time frame. How? Like this. Now this is a bullish candle. Obviously you guys know that how what's a bullish candle. Bullish candle is presented by green candle, and bullish candle means that institutions are kicking the price upside, and bearish candle means that institutions are pulling the price down. Okay, so bullish candle opens from this low, right? So this zone is basically called open. In every type of trading, this zone is called open, and bullish candle closes over here like this. So this zone is called basically a close, right? So these are wicks. So this is called low and this is called simply high. Yeah, inshallah in the mid I will just start from Urdu. Okay, so be patient for that. So a bullish candle opens from here. This zone is called open, and this zone is called close, and this zone is called low, and this is called high. So this is the bullish candle methodology, that how opens, how it closes, how it fixes. Okay, so in bearish candle, this opposite of bullish is happening on a bearish candle. Let's suppose here the price is closing. Why? Because the bullish candle kicks the price upside and bearish candle pulls the price downside. Okay, so it means that the bearish candle will open from here just like this zone is called open, and the bearish candle will close over here. This zone is called close. Just the opposite of bullish candle, the bearish candle is happening, right? So these are called wicks, and this is called high, same thing, and this is called low. Now I'm just supposing that it's a candle of 4 hour. Okay, it's a candle of 4 hour, and this candle is also a 4 hour candle like this. So how you can see the structure or lower time frame, right? 15-minute, 30-minute, by staying on the 4 hour. Same thing. Let's go. Now as we know, bullish candle opens from here. So whenever bullish candle opens, it first of all moves towards low like this, and then it moves towards the high and just closes over here like this. So this candle in lower time frame represents like this. So it means that if it's a 4 hour time frame, the 15-minute time frame will cause a break of structure over here. This low like this, here will be its low, and this high will be its high. So being on a 4 hour, you can see the structure of 15-minute like this. Same thing for bearish candle. Bearish candle opens from here. I'm just drawing here so it may more clear for you guys. So bearish candle opens like this. First of all, it moves towards high. Okay, then it spikes down towards the low and closes at the close point. So in lower time frame, the bearish candle will present like this. So it means that maybe in 15-minute, 30-minute, the structure will cause itself a bearish from this low and this high. So it means that the next candle will open in a bearish trend like this to be in a bearish continuation trend. Okay, so this is the candle methodology. So you can watch the structure of lower time frame by staying the higher time frame like this. Okay, so if you have any confusion, let me know, so I will clear it with you. Now walaikum assalam. So let's move towards the Bitcoin, then I will move towards the miners. Okay, Bitcoin BTC USDT.P. So I just analyzed that for Bitcoin in the recent video, that I'm expecting some bullishness from here. I was expecting some bullishness from where? From here, I think so. Yeah, I will start in Urdu in the mid. So hold on, be patient. Yeah, yeah, कर लूँगा कोई नहीं. So अभी देखें, let's suppose we were bullish from here in my recent webinar. Just I was expecting bullishness from here by making my stop loss over here. Okay, so but sadly price just spiked me, kicked me up, and then it moved in my direction. That's fine, because most of the time whenever you are trading the intermediate structure, this is more common. That's why I recommend that whenever you are just not pro or professional by trading the real structure, don't go with intermediate structures. Okay, it will kick you a lot. So same thing, it just liquidated me, but those were longs, good for them. But still now let's suppose we are in a bullish trend. But why? Because we can clearly see that the structure is in a bullish trend like this. Let me remove this one. So in my previous webinars I just discussed with you guys why I am bullish and why I'm expecting a bullishness. So you can clearly see that price was in a bullish trend from this low to this high. There are shit tons of liquidity pools over here. Why? Because this high has to be triggered with a candle body closing, and the candle body closing isn't delivered and price moved down. So what is this? This zone is basically having a lot of liquidity pools or liquidity clouds. Why? Because most of the retails are trying that if price reach over here, they will be short. Why? Because resistance for them. Okay, so that's why you can clearly see that this zone has a lot of clouds over here. And if you move towards 2-day time frame, 2-day time frame is presenting itself in a bullish trend, like from this low to this high. Okay, so we are just in a you can call it a demand zone. We are just having in a clear demand zone. Price spiked down and moved upside, so it means that most of the supply demand was liquidated and again moving up. So clean, we can expect some longs, but from where? Because we have to need some clue by moving into lower time frames. Okay, so we can still be in a bullish trend according to 20 time frame. We can clearly see that. So I'm just moving in 1 hour time frame because I already discussed with you guys that what I'm expecting and why I'm long. Okay, so you can clearly see that we are just from this high to this low like this. Yeah, I will analyze. I will give you free signals. Be patient for them. So let me analyze the Bitcoin first, then I will move towards some miners. Okay, so be patient will give mostly free signals in a while. So we can clearly see that in lower time frame, means 1 hour time frame, intermediate structure, we got a break of structure like over here, and again second time we got a break of structure. So it means that some higher time frame, maybe 4 hour time frame, from here to here will be a clear structure as intermediary like this. 4 hour, you can clearly see that there are some perfect structure from here to here. And now what you can expect, that price is in a double break of structure zone, means you can take a long from here also, and you could take a long from here, but this one got spiked down, liquidated us, and nothing more. Okay, so what it means, that as I want to break the structure from here, and this is still a low which I want to be protected, right? So if this low should be protected, why? Because you can clearly see we got breaks number one, break number two, means in high time frame from here to here will be a complete structure. That's the called institutional structure versus candlestick structure. I will teach you in some upcoming webinars or in some upcoming videos. Okay, so if we mark a demand, you can clearly mark a demand from here to here. Let me get rid of this one. Let me move toward this, and this demand is really big. You can clearly see that at 50% zone, more than 50%, 80% is having a demand. So I will not go with, obviously, with this big demand, because if I go for a long from here, I have to put my stop loss below this one. So I will not recommend this one. Okay, so that's why I will just refine it to a 50% like this, and 50% is still having a more zone. So what I can do, I can move again towards more 50% of the zone. I want a demand to having having some zone low, less zone. Why? Because if price reach over here, I will be spiked out one time if it want to invalidate. If I go with higher zones, so it may kick me out from here, maybe kick out from here, maybe here, maybe here. So shit tons of time I can kicked out from market. That's why. Okay, Yeah. Okay, okay. So I want a demand zone like this, small one. So if I just refined it a bit more, why? Because I'm clearly seeing a demand as an advanced demand over here, like this. So this demand has a lot of potential for a price to hold. So I'm not giving a perfect bias on Bitcoin. Why? Because it's intermediate structure, so it can kick me out again, and then it will move in its direction, because I experienced a lot of this type of moves. Okay, so that's why what I'm expecting that price should keep continuing a bit more down at the price level of 27,200 round above. I can expect some longs. Okay, so if anyone is a long, so good for you. I'm expecting some long from Bitcoin like this. Okay, so longs make sense on Bitcoin. So in validation, you should put a bit down. Why? Because as an intermediate structure, price again and again spiked you out, and then it moves in a direction which is a quite bit same. So here you can expect some longs for targeting some longs. Okay, so you can long from here, means you can long another coin. Okay, so because Bitcoin is an intermediate structure and it will have a lot of less liquidity, you can clearly see that as a 1% move over here we have. So another some other coins I will just analyze in a while, so you can go with them. So longs make sense on Bitcoin from here, and you can target like this, or you can target overall like this. Okay, so yeah, longs make sense on Bitcoin, but be remembered that Bitcoin again and again spiked you out. Why? Because it's intermediate structure, means a fake structure you are. So kicking out of this one is quite bit same thing. It will happen, it may happen, but who knows. So longs make sense on Bitcoin from here, hands down, right? So this was Bitcoin overall. I'm expecting some longs. Okay, so and if you guys need any coin analysis, let me know. I will just analyze it for you. So Bitcoin, recently I just analyzed in my previous webinar that I'm expecting some longs from here. Why? Because structure was clearly long, and I was expecting from long from this demand zone, and price was just expecting like this. Price was just respecting my demand zone, and it was moving it uptrend. So I just mark a SND 2.0 over here, and that was the price when I just said you guys that I'm expecting some longs, and a bit after my webinar, the price just moved in a bullish trend. Okay, yeah, I will answer in a while. Okay, so let me complete TRB, then I will answer the question. So I just said you guys that I'm expecting some longs from here. My brother was in some longs because he was just long from 50, and I just said him that good for longs because price is just in a bullish trend. So I'm expecting some longs, and maybe he closed some, take some profit over here, maybe close or not, who knows. But structure was still bullish, and we got perfect R on here. We can clearly see that we made some good money over here, means 3R secured over here. So if you followed me, perfect. Okay, so let me answer the question. Perfect. So a question is that if we have multiple supply zones in a series, so which one we have to consider? So for marking a supply zone, you should know that structure. Whenever you're trading smart money, you have to follow three steps: structure, ascending, and confirmation. If you follow these three steps, shit tons of supply zone will be kicked out. Why? Because those structures, there's some supply zones will work which are partnered with the structure. Means let's suppose I'm in a bearish trend from this low, means from this high to this low. Now any structure, means any supply zone from here, I will not count it. Why? Because it's not partnering a structure which the backbone of smart money. So it's not partnering with a structure. What it means that there is no money on them. Okay, so I will just count. Okay, let me know. Let me wait. Yeah, you can expect a targets of 27,900 roundabout, and then 28,400. Okay, by making your stop loss at the price level of 26,950 roundabout, right? So let me answer you. So whenever you are trading, you have to follow three steps: the structure, ascending, and confirmation, right? So if you follow this one, most of our suppliers will be kicked out. Why? Because it's not structuring with a partner. It's not partnering with a structure, sorry. So now another question may be that if a supply zone is playing over here, a supply zone is having over here, a supply zone over here, so which one is more good. So you can use that whenever break of structure, before break of structure, there will be three, there may be 1 2 3 supply zones or more than three. That's fine, but which one you have to consider? You have to consider that the most up one means the first one near to the high. Why? Because if any imbalances are lying over here, what you have to do, you have to kick out this one, you have to kick this one, and this will be your real supply. Why? Because clear imbalances are lying above the supply zone 2 point supply zone number 2. So it means that if institutions want to go, they have to close their orders from here, not from here. You clear? Yeah, just mark the target for you, brother. Bitcoin long target at the 27,900 target number 1 and the 28,460 target number 2. You can make it like this. Like this. TP number 1 and then TP number 2. But why I am not taking means I am not just marking a clear long from here, because it's an intermediate structure, so it might be, first of all, it might kick me and then it move in direction. So that's why I just carried off that. That's why I just said you guys that the long makes sense from here till this one and till this one, 27,900 and 28,400, right? So you got it. Means if there are, suppose there are, you can clearly see that number 1 ascending number 1, ascending number 2, ascending number 3, or supply zone number 1, supply number 2, supply zone number 3. So we have 3 supply zones in a series. So which one will be having a lot of potential to hold? Perfect. So you have to go with the most near to the high, okay, because there will be some sorts of imbalances. So to clear out them, you can look for this one and you can close it and get rid of this one like this. You got it? Okay, now let me move towards WLD, because I had analyzed for you WLD in my recent webinar, because someone want to know about WLD. I just clearly said you guys that I'm expecting some shorts from here, a bit left, but that's fine. You can clearly see that we just triggered and we move down. So what it means, it means that the analysis got good, and WLD is still in a bearish trend. I just said you guys you can take a short number 1 from here and short number 2 from here. So I just cleared you why I'm not putting my stop loss over here by making only one trade. That's because the collaboration of RR matters a lot. Okay, ARB, I will analyze in a while. Hold on. Okay, so WLD, you can clearly see that we made some good money on here, and it moved towards my target like this, and it moves towards my target. So WLD, we made a lot of money from here. If you are holding, someone is holding, so a lot of money we made over here. Okay, so that's good. WLD got perfectly. And Gala USDT, I also analyzed for you in my recent webinars that I'm expecting some shorts from here all the way. When price was maybe from here, I just marked for you that I'm expecting some shorts from here by making my stops over here, and it moves perfectly down by 17% non-leverage. So good to go. So first of all, let me go towards ARB, and then I will move towards AVA, because AVA has a lot of good potential. So maybe I just analyzed for you. Yeah, I have something, but fine, let's get rid of this one and let's move it, analyze it again. So you can clearly see that structure is bearish, sorry, structure is clearly bearish. Once, twice, move this one, means high, low, perfect, like this. So you can clearly see that we have a supply over here, we have a supply over here, we have a supply, yeah, we have two supplies like this and like this. So I will mark like this one. Why? Because there is clearly supply imbalances. So if price wants to go over here, it definitely break it and move towards this supply. Okay, that's why I'm not moving, I'm not marking this supply. Why? Because there's some sorts of imbalance over here. So that's why I just get rid of this one, and ARB is still in a bearish trend. So let's move on, because we have to give a good color to a IRB by moving in a lower time frame. So okay, hold on, we have to analyze a bit more coins. So we can clearly see that we get a bearish trend number 1, bearish trend number 2, bearish number 3, and redistribution, still I'm expecting a low. Okay, so you can clearly see that you have to mark a contact. Why? Because you have to mark higher time frame and then you have to shift in lower time frame, give the color by collabing both of them. So you can clearly see that you have a clear demand over here, but I will not use them. I'm expecting a clearness of this. Why? Because overall structure is bullish, and now this break of structure is just a break of structure for, okay, I will answer you. I will answer you in a bit, right? So yeah, dxy, I will analyze it a bit while. Okay, so we can clearly see that this is a redistribution model which I will teach you in upcoming videos. So still I'm expecting a bearishness on ARB. Perfect. So let's move in down. In this one you can clearly see that we are just cleared the low. Perfect. We are in a bearish trend like this according to 4 hour, sorry, 12 hour. So 4 hour got break from here, or from here we got break structure number one like this. We got another break of structure. We got, yeah, two break of structures. Now there are shit tons of supplies on lying over here like this. We got break of structure, we have this high, we are in this low, so we are stuck in this range. Okay, so let me get rid of some, this one, this one, this one, because it's giving me ugliness. So we have shit tons of supplies like this. We have a supply over here. We maybe have a supply zone according to some dumb money. So I will use this one. Why? Because this zone has some unmitigations. So I will use this one. Okay, or like this. So we have a clear supply over here. 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame. You can clearly see that you have to mark. So 1 hour is overextended. So ARB is in a bearish trend, but I'm not expecting a short directly from here. Okay, so if price reach spikes over here, you can take a short. Why? Because SSC, structure, ascending, confirmation. Without these three steps, you can't take an entry. So 4 hour time frame makes sense. If price reach over here, ARB is overall in a bearish trend, hands down. ARB is on a bearish trend, but we have to take any entry. So if you want to take an entry, you can take an entry from here. Means in some days it may reach over here, then you can take a short. Okay, so at the price level of 0.88 roundabout, and you can take a stop loss of 0.9, and you can target like this and like this. Okay, so ARB overall ugly because there are shit tons of millions of market over in the cryptos. So it does not make any sense that you will just stick to ARB. Move to another market, right? So yeah, this was ARB overall bearish, but if we want to take an entry, we have to take an entry like this by making my TP at the 0.83 and 0.78. So let me analyze BNT and then I will answer you answer you the question. Okay. Whoa, so we got a perfect move. So this market is kind of newborn. You can clearly see that we just like this, we are just in a U pattern, so nothing cool on this one. BNT, just whenever price just spiked, just in bearish trend and moving up. So we are just like in this pattern. What's happening over here? So let's see another time frame. Yeah, ugly. We got a break, we got a up break. Perfect. 4 hour time frame. Break of structure number 1, 2, 3. So yeah, it's just moved with some perfect tacticals. Why? Because the market was overextended and it's moved up. Nothing cool. So we are just in a redistribution model. Still I'm expecting some bearishness, but from where we have to target it. Okay, so 3 time frame, this supply makes sense. Then this supply makes sense, or maybe according to 1 day time frame, just repetition of this one makes sense like this. So we are just still in a bearish trend from here to here. So yeah, hands down short makes sense. Means BNT, this moves is really ugly. You can clearly see the move is really ugly, but still the high is protected, so I'm still expecting some shorts. So price maybe still keep continuing with bearish trend again. So by making your stop loss at the 0.66, let's see that how much. So 10, you can clearly see that non-leverage 10% stop loss is kind of ugly. So what you have to do, you have to decrease your leverage. Means you can take a leverage of 2x only. Why? Because you have to follow the risk management. Okay, so this was BNT. Any move if present itself, you can take it down, but I'm not expecting any long still. So if you want to take double confirmation, it might be more good that you should break price should break this one. So if price break this guy, then you can take a short from here like this. Okay, so first of all I need a break of structure of the price level of 0.511 roundabout. So because I need a time frame that's saying me that now the price institution are ready to take the price again down. So there's no time frame still, so I will wait for 1 hour basically for presenting itself a break of structure downside, then I will take an entry on the retracement. Okay, so yeah, same thing. BNT overall still bearish, but I'm not going for short now. I need a break of structure like this because I need a time frame which is for which I just got more stronger. You can clearly see that we have break of structure number 1, structure number 2. So you can clearly see that overextended. I'm expecting a bearishness. So having bearishness makes sense. You can target this one. So yeah, short makes sense overall, but if price breaks this one, then from here you can take a perfect entry. But overall I'm expecting some shorts. So if someone is in a long and you made some good money, just breaking your trade and be ready for a dump. Okay, same thing, it was it. So if you want to take a short, so be careful that the stop loss is quite really big. 9% without without leverage is really big. Okay, so you have to take a stop loss or with a leverage of 2x like this. So yeah, overall short makes sense on BNT. Don't be panic and be careful. So why something price filled? Yeah, perfect. So you should know that what is a mitigated SND and what is unmitigated SND. Okay, so I just already dropped a video on imbalances. If you had not gone through that, guys, so you must check that. Why? Because imbalances is the backbone of SND. Okay, so why mitigated SND? So mitigated SND also called order block. Okay, a mitigated SND is also called order block, and unmitigated order block is also called SND. Okay, so just reverse it and see what I said. So sometimes price failed the mitigated SND, that's perfectly fine because in some time frame like this, remember a mitigated zone, remember, okay, yeah, perfect. So remember a mitigated zone will have unmitigated zone, and an unmitigated zone will have a mitigated zone inside of them. What? A mitigated zone will have unmitigated zones inside of them, and an unmitigated zone has mitigated zones inside of them. Okay, so if price, let's suppose I'm making a structure, let me clear it. Yeah, let me clear it for you because the question is really good. Perfect. So we have this break of structure, this unmitigated zone, mitigated zone, sorry. So this is a mitigated zone at which I want to say like this. So this is a mitigated zone, or you can call it order block. Okay, so you can call it order block, and price move down and it will still mitigated and it moved down like this. So this is perfectly fine because in some other time frame, remember, in some other time frame, if you see that if there is no SND, so the wick will be SND like this because this wick is unmitigated now. The candle is mitigated, but the wick is still unmitigated, and the price is not going to fill the order block. It is going to fill the SND. So this is kind of complex. I'm not want to waste much some time over here because we need a lot of explanation on them. So in some upcoming video I will drop it down. Okay, so question is really good, but that's perfectly fine. So it does not mean that if there's order block it will not hold. So if it not hold, the dumb money will do nothing then. Okay, so that's why a mitigated zone has unmitigated zone and unmitigated zone has mitigated zone. So remember this. So yeah, that was it. So I will clear it in some upcoming video because it needs a lot of explanations. Okay, so yeah, that was it. And now let me move towards Ava because Ava has a lot of potential. So a lot of good things on Ava is happening right now. Like you can clearly see that I just analyzed a bit earlier like this. So in some other time frame, maybe nah, yeah, in this one fine. So yeah, starting from 1 week time frame, Ava has a lot of banger moving. Okay, so a lot of good TWT. Okay, in a while I will analyze. Okay, after Ava I will analyze it. So Ava, you can clearly see that be careful for Ava. Okay, Ava has a lot of good potentials. So Ava, you can clearly see that price was just in a bullish trend like this price make this one reaccumulation model. I'm still expecting some sorts of longs, so I needed some time frame to color it with itself. Okay, so According to 3 time frame, you can clearly see that price break the structure upside, redistribution model, move down, redistribution model, and now price is moving down. So multiple times price is overall in a bullish trend. Like you can clearly see that in my first webinar I just discussed with you guys, whenever structure is in a bullish trend, it will not continue all the time, it's low. Why? Because it will make a lot of it will make a lot of easier for the dumb money to take a long from here and then make a stop over here and then target this one. So it will make a lot of easier for dumb money, which institutions do not want. So institutions will make a down move like this, and then will it move in a bullish trend. Same thing happening over here like this. So it implies maybe in a bullish trend, who knows, but we need to have some time frame. So let's move down 1 day time frame. 1 day time frame is expecting itself. Now remember, I'm dropping a sauce over here. Okay, remember, whenever a structure wants to change its structure, means that whenever a market wants to change its structure, it will not change its structure like this. It will not change structure like this. Okay, never ever. It will change structure like this. So let's suppose I'm in a bullish trend like this. It will change structure like this. It will move upside, a bit down, again it will move up like this, and again after breaking structures a bit time, it will move in a break of structure and move it up direction. So remember that whenever the market wants to change a structure, it will present this type of market. Remember this. Okay, so same thing is happening on AVA. That's why it's so good. The same thing is happening on AVA. You can clearly see that price made some structure, break the structure, make some structure, break the structure, make some structure, and now recently after breaking and making a lot of structures, we are in a bullish trend like this. We just shifted like this. Okay, so we break the structure from this low and this high, and now price is just mitigating my demand zone like this. So still a lot of higher potential for longs, but from where, let me clear you can clearly see that price just break the structure once and fail to go down. So it means that institutions may not have some more ability for short. They may push the price upside, who knows. We need some structure. 1 hour time frame, you can clearly see that price just break the structure once, twice, and we can clearly see that we are still in a bullish trend, bullish structure. So AVA is really good. If I got any break the structure over here, then I will move and take an entry on a 50% retracement. Why? Because I need a good R. So I need that this high to be break. This is must. So at the price level of 65.1. So I need a break of structure of this one. So remember that in the start of the webinar, I just said you how you can see the structure of lower time frame by staying in a higher time frame, just like this. I'm using like this. Okay, so I need a break of this one. So in lower time frame, maybe in 4 minute or 2 minute, there will be a perfect high. You can clearly see that without moving in a 4 hour, I just and mark this high. Why I need? Because I need a break of structure. So that's why I just cleared you that how you can see the structure by a lower time frame by having or staying in a high time frame. So first of all, I need a break of structure of 65.1, and then I will need to take a trade on the retracement of 50%, maybe on 63. Okay, like this 50%, I will take an entry. So one side direction, I need a break of structure upside. I will give a trade on this one like this. So at the 63.2, I will take a trade, and by making my stop loss just low, because I need some absorption, I need some zone for absorption. So yeah, this makes sense. First of all, break the structure, then I will take a trade. Okay, remember, I need a break of structure first, then I will take a trade on the retracement, right? By making my stop loss at the 61.9. And TP makes sense. Let's clear this high and this high. TP makes sense for here or here. And then if you want to hold it, banger move, leave someone. Okay, so if this high breaks, so leave something for banger move. So why? Because you can clearly see that price is just in a stage 1. So stage 2 will be boom, right? So remember, this makes a lot of sense. So you can a bit move it like this: 66.2 TP1 and 68.98 at a TP2. TWT, okay, I will nice TWT, and then I will just cut off. Okay, TWT, it's not on Binance, sad, but it's having a good structure. Okay, Yeah, you can clearly see that. Yeah, you have a supply. You was having a supply over here, but we break the structure. Supply is not making sense. Okay, we have some alerts on our end. Perfect. So you can clearly see that non-clustering. So we can target a high, but we need a time frame. So maybe this makes sense. Let's see. Lower time frame. Yeah, not clustering. Yeah, it's a cluster. Nothing. Just leave it. Yeah. But if you want to have a one side direction, I will give you, of course. Why not? One, two, three. Yeah, we have a cluster over here. We can clearly see that. Getting confused on this one. Just leave it. Move on. Just leave it. Nothing cool. Yeah, brother, there's no specific time to give a signal because the market is not mine, as we know that not a single person to whom the market revolves. Okay, so sometime whenever the structure presents itself, whenever we got some good opportunity on a time frame or on a market, we will give a signal. So there's no clear timing because we do not know whenever the structure will present itself, whenever I will get a confirmation or our team will get a confirmation. Okay, so that's why I can't give you a perfect time that I will give a signal on this time because I did not know that whenever structure is bullish, I do not know when the price will mitigate this one. Okay, so it can mitigate in an hour, it can mitigate after 2-3 days because there will be you can call it a fake structure. Okay, so that's why I will not give you a specific time for signals. So yeah, that was it. Bitcoin, WLD, BNT, and blah blah some others. Okay, so I'm just cutting the webinar over here. If you have some confirmation, yeah. I will just try to give a signal today. Yeah, if I got a confirmation, remember. Okay, so that was it. If you guys have any other confusion, let me know. Otherwise, let's get off. So I'm just counting like from 1 to 10, and if you have any confusion, just drop it now. I will just cutting in 10 seconds. Okay, just start the countdown. Yeah, that was it. So hope you enjoyed the webinar. If you have a lot of questions, just keep it with yourself. I will just answer you in upcoming webinar. Okay, so that was it. Be careful, take care, bye.